Hey Shireen, straight in there. How you doing? You alright? I haven't spoken to you today. Spoken to you today, rather. It's been very, very busy. Right, so we're starting off from Bronze Tier 3 this time. We didn't get very far last time due to work and illness and all that kind of rubbish. We have googly eyes on the decks because it's April Fool's, and apparently that's what we do. In our deck, we've modified this slightly. We've gone down to 3 absorbs, but up to 2 negates. We moved Eldritch Reborn to the sideboard, and we've added a Kaya, which helps us, stay alive and exile things and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna get going on that immediately. Do I want to play traditional ranked? Is that that's best of 3, isn't it? Okay, so today, tomorrow, Wednesday, probably just about sort of getting back to grips with things and making sure that I'm comfortable with the deck, and I'm starting to slowly progress up the ranks. If we can get to silver today, I'll be happy. Just need to leave bronze as quickly as possible, and then just try and stabilize. I suspect there's a lot of players looking to climb the ranks here tonight, seeing as it's the first day. Hallowed Fountain, Isolated Chapel, Island, that'll do for me. Negate Thought Erasure to play early, Teferi and Chemist's Insight to play later on. You'll notice that the backs of the cards have changed. We've had an update where we have card sleeves now, so these are the basic card sleeves that aren't the normal ones. Hallowed Fountain out first, then just tap so we don't have to take this 2 damage. Goes in with Lane and Vanguard. I think Isolated Chapel comes out next. We really want to see what's in his hand. They have blue and black. We'll go and rip something out of there. Wow, that's lots of lands, so we'll put this to graveyard. We will take a 5th land off the top. Likelihood is this negate is not going to be overly useful because he's going to have lots of creatures. So we will put Hallowed Fountain out into a tapped, hold our negate up, we'll keep taking 1 damage. Not overly concerning. Not yet anyway. Drowned Catacomb next, and we'll pass. Okay, get the Goblin Trashmaster out. Not really concerning at the moment. We'll put a stopper on at the end of his turn, let him hit for 1, and then we'll throw out the Chemist's Insight to try and draw some cards. Excuse me. Pass. My turn. See what kind of cards we draw. Another Teferi. Probably not the greatest pull. Wow, 3 Teferis, okay. Another Drowned Catacomb, that takes us to 5. I think we probably want to try and absorb some damage with a Teferi here. So we'll go... put him down. And we will +1, which will take us to 5 and keep him alive by 1 if these both hit him. It also gives us the ability to untap 2 lands. And we can hold negate up and protect him from any removal spell that might come along. Should we so desire. So he's got his 3 creatures. Which means he can kill Teferi, unfortunately. But that takes the pressure off us for a little bit. We get a board wipe now, we're good to go. No board wipe, unfortunately. I think I probably just want to hold and draw here. I don't really have too many plays because I've been swapped by Teferi. Hey Steve, how's it going? Steve says, whoa, is this the new artifact update? It is, it's amazing. Look at it. Almost like it's been around for 25 years or whatever it is. It's got a ton of damage going out now. That's kind of like an anthem effect. Not too much I can do here. I really need to use this to dig into like a board wipe or something and really clean this up. I clean this up, I start to take control, I start to win. We have the negate in hand to protect Teferi if we need. It's just a case of getting that board wipe. Okay, so let's cast this insight. Ditch a swamp. Got 2. Come on, board wipe. No board wipe, but that does get rid of a lot of stuff. Oh no, this isn't the board wipe, this is just one thing. Okay, well we'll get rid of this seeing as this is the anthem effect, I think. And we kind of want to do that before his attacking phase. So we can take 2 and 4. Everything else is pretty much negligible at this point. Yep, do that. Just gotta make sure I play the right colours. Shot, I think, in response to this. Yep, resolve all. These all get something nasty. Yeah, I think the Vraska's Contempt comes out now, gets rid of this. This at least gives us something to do. And we've gained 4 life, so we've negated this damage here. He's definitely got something in his hand, I just don't know what it is. I think we do Watery Grave. Teferi, we play it, costs 5. We have 2 up, then we can +1, we get 2 more mana back up, and then we can potentially draw into a board wipe. -3 isn't worth doing because he's just going to kill it. So we need 2 black cards and 2 white cards. So we just hold the 2 black up. Play the card.
Let's slow this down.
See what we get.
No time for a
Something
break.
nice, I hope. Yeah, not the worst. I mean, it doesn't help us with our immediate situation, but it does okay. Gets us a card draw. because there's 2 sets of card draws. So, plays into the land. There's his big boy creature. Beginning with combat. Choose to one target creature you control. Gains +2/+0. Okay, so it's essentially gonna run over to Fairy again. Now I've got to make sure I don't use my last 2 too quickly. I don't know what Mentor does. What does Mentor? Whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. Okay, interesting. Resolve everything. There's nothing I can do here. He runs. He has to run both of these into Teferi if he wants to kill it. So that just absorbs damage for a turn.
Really should have seen that coming.
Okay, my turn. Let's draw into some cards. Maybe we get something this time. We do not. We do not. That's a shame. That is a shame. I think we drop his island. We have to play search. He has something that responds to stuff here, but I just don't know what it is. Can't figure it out. One land off the large board wipe. I think we see what we get anyway. If we get the smaller board wipe that we have, that'd be fine. I don't really want to take 2 life off this anymore, so it's stalling me out a bit, so I'm just going to drop it to the bin. That doesn't really help either. I will hold this up. Just in case he decides to play something I can absorb, I can gain 3 life. As much as I really want to Thought Erasure, it's probably a land. It's not a land. Hey, there we go, we can counter that. We can gain 3 life, stop it hitting the field, buys us another turn. This should transform on the next step anyway. It's looking bleak, this, but it's not impossible. Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. More than that. Okay, that can hit the graveyard, we don't care about that. Let's transform this. Glacial Fortress comes out. The only thing we can really do is search here. Kaya's Wrath, there we go. Okay. We can play Kaya's Wrath. We'll do white, black. Get rid of everything. And then we will see what's in hand, I guess, because there's nothing else I can do. Settle the wreckage. Let's put it to the bin. Let's keep a counter spell up. So now he has nothing in hand. Well, he has that one thing. Unfortunately, we're a little bit too late for that, but that's fine. We can Teferi and put it back. So we will play our Swan. We will look for something first, just to see if we get an answer for this, like a basic answer, like a cast down, for example. Was that legendary? can't even remember. I can't remember whether it was legendary. I'll take a Mortify just in case. It's not legendary, fine. Kill that off. Then we take Teferi. We've got exactly the right amount of land left. Blue, white. Bring him down. +1.
No, hold that thought.
Thought erasure, and then we can put a couple of lands back up, and that gives us our negate protection mana. That's fine. There's another Mortify off the top. Play our planes. We will dig for some stuff. See what else we get. Let's take Vraska's Contempt. We've got some more removal.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
That is fine. Go next, and turn. We'll untap this and untap this. Steve says you're an NTG, can you call ref over and say the opponent's cheating and disqualify his ass? In real Magic you can, but not in Magic Arena, unfortunately. That would be hilarious though. If you're wondering what I did there, I made a mistake. To put the white mana on the black-white land. It's going to counter, gain 3 life. I'm going to pass, see what he does. He goes in for an attack. Kill him off, pass to the end of that turn, and then I'm going to dig. And get more stuff. I am going to take a Kaya's Wrath, just in case. Just in case for some reason his board manages to get big again, which I don't think it will. There we go. Yeah, I don't think he had any steam left after that. Excuse me. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got an aggressive build. We need to make sure that we get as much of... We need to keep all of our board wipes in, really. We've got 2 Cry of the Carnariums, 3 Kaya's Wrath. What else can we take from them? I don't think... Duress is going to help us here. I think this might be one of those times where we just kind of continue what we're doing and see what happens. Hey Shippy, how's it going, man? I haven't spoken to you in a while. VAR on Magic games. Can you imagine? Right. So we managed to pull it back quite well there. We did a good few like Teferi drops where we were able to kind of absorb some damage and buy some time, filter through some cards and get to our board wipe eventually, although it took a little while to get there. Shippy says, I am good, cheers BD, how are you? I am good, mate, I am good. I'm just recovering from an asthma cough, and work has been busy, but other than that, I am good to go on the streaming. You could use it to check shuffling techniques. You know what, that's not the worst idea ever, you know, that's actually a pretty good idea. But Steve says, can you get some anime deck sleeves in Arena? I'm hoping that eventually you will be able to get all kinds of deck sleeves. I kind of want chroma sleeves, bit like you get in League with some skins, so I can choose what colour I want. But I have no doubt in my mind that there will be some weeby sleeves that come out. They are incredibly popular in real life, and they will continue to be incredibly popular in the game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck sleeves, and that would be funny. That would be hilarious. I can't imagine Konami signing off on that one. Alright. Man's either quit or he took a very long time deliberating over his sideboard there. So what are you guys up to in the chat tonight, apart from watching me? You guys playing any games tonight? Shippy will be on CS, no doubt. Unless something changed. Opponent's going into his timer. So maybe he's not there, or maybe he's just trying to rope me out. See if I'll leave. Shippy says I'll probably try some Hearthstone laddering this season. Reset today. Oh yeah. Is it when you say reset, you mean is it like rotation? Because I was considering that as well. I was considering having a look at it, but I'm obsessed with Magic at the moment, as I always have been. Okay, we'll take the win. Fine. Steve says, yeah, there's this new Valve game called Artifact. I think it's going to be big, so I'm going to play that. Hey, you never know, man. Artifact 2 could come out, could surprise us all. Yeah, GG. Rotation is 5th of April. Okay, so not far off then. Let's go back in. Probably notice I'm trying to take the deck a little bit slower today. Make sure that I keep up with my own mind, and you know, it normally goes at 100 miles an hour when I'm playing Magic, but I need to just rein it in a bit and make sure that I'm making sensible plays. Like this would not be a sensible play, so I'm going to mulligan that. This has something to play here, assuming we draw into blue. So I might take that. It's not very good, but I might take it anyway. We have a lot of lands in the deck. Sorry, 9th of April, he says. Shippy says. So, again, still not too far away. You know, in the meantime, you can play Magic. I think I'm going to keep this. Thought Erasure, although very good, can go to the bottom. I kind of want a land to come out as soon as possible, preferably a blue land. Play PUBG. PUBG? What? Is PUBG not dead yet? Thought Apex would have killed that off. Here we go. Here's our blue land. Pay 2 life. Let's get his counter out. He did actually have attacked land there, so he's a turn behind as well, so it's not too bad. You don't like Apex, man? I think Apex is the best battle royale out there, easily. We are going to keep this because it could come in very handy here. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, deals 2 damage to your opponent. So we're going to get rid of this straight away, I think. Get rid of that. Gain the 2 life. Go back up to 18. Sorry, back up to 20 from 18. And then if he decides to build a board from that, then that's okay. I'm okay with that. This gets dealt with Mortify. So he's definitely going to be instance and spell based, instant sorcery based. We will take another land so that we can play Chemist's Insight. We've got the 2 lives to spare. So what's this going to be? Do we want to deal with this, or do we want to do Chemist's Insight? We have a negate, so whatever he casts we can counter. I think we go pass and then see what he does. He's got stuff in hand to play, so stuff of instant speed, because you can see the stage is ticking along where he has to accept, and he has delays in between his acceptance. Yeah, sure. I might just throw this out now. See what he's got. See if he's got a counter up. Shippy says, I thought Apex is too samey. I like the gunplay and slower pace better with PUBG. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Okay, so he returns that to his hand. This is clearly very important to his game plan. This doesn't have haste, so it's not going to hit us this turn. We'll dump that to the graveyard. Let's see what we get. Watery grave. Okay, fine. Okay, what is he gonna do? I haven't seen this build yet, so I don't know what this is. I'm going in blind here with this. It Izzet, but it's not like the kind of Izzet that I've played before. So I'm gonna put a stopper at the end of his turn. I'm gonna play Chemist's Insight if nothing else comes up. Fine. So he's not gonna use this to play a spell, but he's still got full mana up. Hits me for 2. Then I guess I play this and see where it goes. I mean, it's the end of his turn. It's not overly risky. We assume that he's got counterspell and this baits it out. He does not have a counterspell, otherwise that would have delayed. We have a Kaya in hand. Let's graveyard that. Get something more useful off the top. Let's play our island, and what is this game? 2 more instants or sorceries. I think I'm probably going to Thought Erasure here. This gives me access to his hand. I know he hasn't got counterspell. What on earth is going on here? Banefire deals with Kaya. That deals with Kaya as well. Man, I'm not even sure what to get rid of here. This can return. This can't be countered, so I'm going to get rid of Banefire. under the logic that I'm going to take another land off the top, as I feel like I haven't got enough. Cut that a bit close there. Also got information on his hand too. So I need to get rid of this really. Get rid of this. Happily take another 3, that's fine. This is nearly up to 7, so we get to transform soon. I don't really want to cast his insight on this turn because it just feels bad. I have to get rid of something of use here. I think we... I think we negate this. Just stop the influx of damage a little bit, and then I can use Kaya to actually get rid of that. You can get rid of Kaya with this, but it might be worth it. I'm not sure I actually want that. I think I'll put that to grave. Transform. More land. We can play both of these. Go back to mana cost 1 or less. Yeah, doesn't really work. So I think what I'll probably do is cry. Get rid of this. Then I will Kaya. And then I'll go +1 and get rid of 2 things out of this grave.
This will be child's
I'm going to get
play.
rid of this. And I'm going to get rid of this because this can come back.
Bags and hit the road.
One of them is a creature, so I gain my life. He has to burn this card on Kaya now if he wants to get rid of it. Drops another lava runner. You can actually get rid of the lava runner with a -1, so not the worst thing ever. Like he has to use this to get rid of Kaya now, and he has to attack into it. Otherwise, like he's done. Well, he's not done, but he leaves it on the field. It's going to be difficult for him to get rid of. What does he do? Wait, does this gain haste? Oh, it's got haste anyway.
You have to do better than that.
Fair enough. Just gonna... Two cards from a single graveyard. I don't have any creatures in mine. So I think what I'll do is I will -1 this and kill it and get rid of this.
What happens when you die?
Put a blocker on his at the end of his turn. I'll probably just use this cast down to get rid of this. It's got a lot of lands. What's he gonna do? Yes. It's a fair fair trade, card-wise. We know what he's got in hand. He can't do anything. Pass. Pass. See if he wants to play this. No. So, I'm gonna look. See what we get. We get Thought Erasure is probably quite good going into the next turn. Pick up my turn. I'm going to keep this in hand so I can draw into some cards. I'm going to Thought Erasure. I know what he's got in hand and I'm going to dump it to the bin. Don't need Hallowed Fountain. And then we can pass. And here's where I start to come into my own. He's drawing lands off the top. And I'm going to draw into cards. Discard that. Draw into two more lands. Wonderful. Right, we pick up a... We can play Godless Shrine tapped. We don't need to take the land damage. We can hold the counter spell up, just in case he decides to draw anything off the top. Just make sure he stays as slow as possible. Doesn't get any momentum. Like that. Gains us a 3 life as well. Puts us ahead. We'll keep looking. We get Kaya's Wrath. Nice little board wipe there. Another absorb. I'm not going to play this land just in case I need to use it for something in hand. I want to give the impression that I have lots of stuff, lots of options in hand. And just in case I come across another... what's it called? What's the card called? I forget. That was in my exile. Another Chemist's Insight. I think I run 4 of them, so... this just gets countered. There's no point in letting it, you know, hit the battlefield. Teferi comes out. This is a good time for Teferi. We don't have a counter spell, but we do have some protection there, which is good. Bring him out, +1, get a card off the top. We've got plenty of cards left in deck. We can play that Watery Grave so that we've got options going into the next turns. Costs 3, we can only unlock 2. That's fine, go into next turn, and then we will undo a couple of lands. Let's dig. See if we get... don't think we can actually play a counter spell off the top, but let's dig anyway. Yeah, this won't work, so... But we'll take that anyway. We'll take that. Get rid of this as soon as possible. And one of them was a land. Good out. Okay, so we have the absorb for protection. We'll +1 again.
Let's skip to the good.
Another Kaya's Wrath. Pass to end of turn. Untap our land. So we've got a full board of land to play with. He draws another land. We counter that. We don't want him to get any more cards. What else can we get here? Daughter Rage doesn't really do too much. Let's take a Mortify. Yep. It's got plenty of protection here for anything that manages to hit the battlefield.
We need to move quickly.
Another Teferi there. Let's play this land, might as well. Let's draw, see what we get. Rescue's Contempt, that'll do. Right, we've got a handful of removal. That's great. We can untap this and untap this. Unfortunately, we do not have any counter spells, but we might be able to dig into a negate at some point. So if he has a massive spell, he might just get lucky and just ends Teferi right here. Roping. Ooh, okay, so he does have an answer. That's exciting stuff. Let's dig in response. Life coach tactics, yeah. Draw Chemist's Insight. Can we actually... Yeah, we have do we have 5 or 6 lands up there? We got 6. So we can play Chemist's Insight in response again. Maybe draw into something? No. We cannot, unfortunately. That is a great shame, because we were right on track to win that game then. I get the feeling he's not going to be able to do much else.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
We've got 18 cards left in. Yeah, we're gonna have to discard 2 cards. That's fine. One tap 2 lands. Dirt. Dirt. Why can't I hold all these cards? Let's get rid of Godless Shrine because we don't need it. Probably Thought Erasure as well. We just need protection. Ideally we need more counter spells, but we've used 3 at least there. And we used another one there. So we've only got 2 counter spells. No, we've only got 1 counter spell left in the whole deck, 1 negate. So we need to be very careful how we use that. A little bit trigger happy on the counter spells. Okay, fine. Actually, I'm going to keep that in case he has a Planeswalker. I'm going to use a Mortify. Right, I'm not going to use this filter anymore because I have to be really careful how many cards I'm actually going to draw. I need to be able to draw at least 3 more. Just off Teferi himself, plus the 3 off the draw, which is going to take me to 6. I have 17 in hand, yeah, sure, but nah, whittles down pretty quickly.
Let's skip to the good part.
Also, I need to keep my hand balanced at 7. Awesome. Take the win. So he played a ton of spells in that. A lot of his deck was based around spells. Cry of the Carnarium seemed like it was okay for this, so I want to keep it in. Negates, obviously, I want to keep in. Kaya is based around creatures, and although she helped us in that, I would probably lean more towards having another Absorb in. And I think I didn't see any Planeswalkers, so I think maybe Raska's Contempt and a Mortify come out for 3 Duress. Duress lets me rip spells out of the hand. And other than that, it's kind of difficult to put stuff in. Because I kind of need everything else. Okay, let's go with that for now. See how it, because I might want to put those the creatures in that steal cards. I'm not entirely sure whether that would work good against this type of deck. That is a terrible opening hand. Why am I getting such bad opening hands? Right, hopefully we mulligan. Pray to the mulligan gods. I get a better one. That is much better. Let's keep that. Let us put Mortify to the bottom because we have no use for that at the moment. So he goes tap land. We are going to go pay 2 life for this. And we are going to Duress and see what he has. Blink of an eye. Return target non-land permanent. It returns hand. If this spell is kicked, draw a card. Or Shiv on fire. 2 damage to target creature. This spell is kicked, deals 4 damage to that creature. Says it only works against creatures. And I don't really use any creatures at all. So Blink of an Eye goes to the bin. Because he can non-land permanents. I think he can still target spells with that. I think. Anyway. I'm not sure. Okay, I think I'm going to go island here, search for his counter, get this down as fast as possible, make sure that I'm filtering through the top of my cards, through the top of my deck, and choosing what I need next. I have the cast down to kill this thing. This is definitely going to stay on top of my library because I need it for later. This is going to enter tapped. And cast down might actually get used on this because I don't want him to just continuously play spells and deal 2 damage to me constantly. So this is going to go out. Get rid of it. Another black source will be good here. Just get rid of that lava runner real quick. I think this probably hits the graveyard, seeing as we can play it from the graveyard anyway. We don't really need it. There's our second black source. We need another white for it to really kick off. You can't use this on his own creatures, realistically. So I think I will wait and see what he does. I don't want to be too hasty on all of my removal, otherwise he can build up. You can still like gain enough momentum. It's still early enough for him to build up a board state. You can also use this on the end of his turn. Yeah. So I can dump search for his counter, which I don't need. Please don't counter it. There we go. We have 2 cards. Go into our turn, see what we get. Our second black source, so we're going to keep it. I'm going to enter that tapped, and I'm going to play Cry, seeing as he hasn't played anything last turn. At least gets rid of one of them. Somehow managed to draw into that many lands and I don't know how. Oh, has he got enchantment removal? I have enchantment removal. Get rid of search. Yeah, I mean, okay. Fine. Sure. Put Watery Grave out. We'll play as counter tapped. Sorry, we'll play Watery Grave tapped, then we'll play as counter. Sure. Okay, probably just clear these 2 up in the next turn. We have the mana, we have an extra Kaya's Wrath, it's okay. Show me the card. Show it to me. Client's been really laggy today. I wonder if it's my connection or his. There we go. Cast down. I think I'll keep that. It's good removal. Has he got a counter spell? He does not. Good. That clears up that. We can play an island. Yeah. Good. That just takes the wind out of his sails, and then hopefully whatever he does now, we can just tidy up anyway. So there's another land from one of the mysterious cards. And he ducks out. Good. Takes us up to tier 2. Sweet. Can we, do we have to pay gems for all of these? Oh, we do. So got all the Guild Gators sleeves at the moment. all of the guild icons, sorry, and then, ooh, that's nice, the Sol Ring. For those who don't know, Sol Ring is a very old and powerful, well, it's not very old, but it's kind of old, and it's a powerful card. So these are the guild-related parallax bundles. Oh, they've got extra avatars as well, nice. Expensive though, very expensive. Let's go back in. Have another game. Old Chandra. There's a lot of lands to start off with, but I'd rather have more lands than not. So we'll take it. We can do Watery Grave, get the black, then Glacial Fortress, get the blue-white. Play our Thought Erasure. See what he's got. Ooh. Well, I really want to get rid of that counter spell, but I'm also going to get rid of Ral because I think that I got a feeling this is going to be lots of spells, not many creatures. Watch us do this back and forth for about 30 turns now. Land go, land go. Should we see? Should we see if we get this out? I don't think we will. I think you'll see this as us gaining an advantage and he'll counterspell it. There we go. Right in there. That's fine. Land are tapped. We've got plenty of lands. Opts. See if we can bait another one out. I think we can. Bait another one out. Oh, go on. He's got it. He's got another counter spell. There you go. It's one of our Chemister insights done. He's burnt 2 counter spells on it. He still has the mana up here, so it doesn't matter whether we wait for Chemister's insight or not. We'll just pass, jam it in at the end of his turn. So one of those was a land. Third counter spell? Oh, look at that! Well, at least we're baiting them out. Although that is some incredible luck. I mean, if he manages to use all 4 counter spells on Chemister's, 2 Chemister's insights, I mean, that's pretty good going. 1, 2. Just in case we get an absorb. We did not, but we did get a cast down. And we held the mana up for it. Sure. Get rid. Oh, we need a much different deck to compete with this realistically. So he never counterspelled my... He never counterspelled my other thing. So maybe I just go to Fairy now. I've still got 3 more. Let's go.
Now hurry!
See what we get. Moment of Craving, okay. Yep, fine. Isolated Chapel. +1.
We need to move quickly.
Short. Pass it to his turn. Rick says I look confused. I look confused because I'm expecting him to like delete this thing like instantly, and he's not doing it. He's not doing what I expected to do. See, like then, like I thought he was gonna do something, but he just played a land. So who knows? Ionize? No!
No time for a break.
Be nice if I got counterspell. Haven't seen one yet. Smash him in the face with the 0 creatures. Yep, it's gonna happen. Gonna beat him with no creatures. He's waiting until he gets to turn 8. I guarantee it. I know, I'm gonna +1 it now and he's just gonna obliterate the thing. Oh, one of them was a land. Please give me a counter spell. That'd be really kind.
Hold that thought.
What's he got? Alright, do we risk it? Risk it for a biscuit? I think we do. We can go up to 9.
Pace.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pass to end the turn. Hope to God he doesn't have anything to deal with this. I cannot believe I've not drawn a single counter spell. This is insane. He's got to have something, right? He's got to have like damage or something, like targeted damage. No, he doesn't. Okay.
Farewell.
Fine, I'll take it. In before 3 bolts to Teferi for BM. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Does he have any creatures in his graveyard? He does, he has the dragon. Get rid of that.
Sweeter the victory.
Get rid of that. Gain 2 life.
I'm out.
Boom. Okay, sweet. Sure. Don't see much I can do about that anyway, but whatever comes out of it, hopefully I'll be able to deal with it. Drawing all the cards, here we go. Is this what was supposed to happen earlier? Is this just Drake's? Get rid of this.
Hurry!
Can see that one coming. He drew into like nothing at all. He had like, was it 3 counter spells? Like right at the start, and then nothing else came out. Yeah, I don't know, Rick. I think he was playing Drake's. I don't know. He played 4 counter spells at the start, 3 counter spells at the start, and then just kind of like fizzled out. So I'm not sure. What am I gonna do? Cry the Canarian is probably useless here. Let's put an Absorb in. I suspect Moment of Craving is probably useless as well. Let's put Duress in. Let's put 3 Duress in, so we can rip those cards out of his hand right at the start. Kaya not particularly useful. He does have Planeswalkers. We saw a Planeswalker. Kaya's Wrath probably not useful either. We will go down probably 1 cast down as well, and put in another Thief of Sanity. So we've got triple Thief of Sanity in there. I just don't know what he had creature-wise, because he just didn't seem to play. And I think he played like 1 dragon, and that was it. So do I bring in Lyra? Hostage Taker if he's running Drakes. Have spells to buff them. What spells do I have to buff Hostage Taker? Yeah, not sure. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, okay, let's take our Kaya's Wrath then, and let's go for Hostage Taker. I see what you mean, yeah. Because you can cast it, can't you? It's not just like that, you can actually like cast it with any mana. Okay, 2 lands on the start. We've got a Negate, we've got a Search for His Counter, we've got a Thought Erasure, and we can build into Thief of Sanity and Mortify. Let's keep it. Godless Shrine comes out first. Don't need to take the life from there. Then we can do the island, and we can do the Thought Erasure. Maybe even the Search for His Counter. It's got a lot of stuff. Right. Thought Erasure or Search? I think probably Thought Erasure. We're not low on mana. We don't particularly need to find anything like specifically. So I think Thought Erasure comes out. He might have a Spell Pierce here, but if he uses a Spell Pierce on a Thought Erasure, like, sure. Okay, he's going to opt. He's going to filter through one of his cards to give me one of his cards. He's got 3 counter spells, 2 Chart the Courses. I think Sinister Sabotage goes to the bin. Mortify will keep, in case he decides to play anything. Because I assume he's going to filter, and then try and do whatever. Get his Drakes out. Let's try and get search for his counter. Let's see if we can bait out one of those counter spells. Be nice to get that negate out of his hand. He used the Iron Eyes. Wow. Okay. Fine. Sure. But I know I can play my Thief of Sanity safely next turn. Or do I? He held those lands up. What's he got? I don't think I can play it safely yet. We could try. We could certainly try. What is this? He held those lands up. If he had nothing else to do, he would have played Charter Course. I could wait for one more land to get this out, protect it with a negate, which is what I'm going to do. Ooh. He played Opt. Okay. Sure. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Oosh. Nice. Kill it. Kill it dead. I haven't got enough. He's got a negate as well. Oh no, he's got no mana up. Fine. Let's get rid of this as well. Those things are horrific. If they sit on the field, it's just nasty. Opt. Third opt. Triple opt, pretty good. He searches. That's fine. We know what he's got in hand, so we can play our Thief of Sanity. Yup. So he has to dig for something to remove it now, really. Higgy, hi Higgy. Higgy says, would Vraska have not exiled it so it wouldn't spawn an egg? Yeah, fair point. Yeah, should keep an eye on that really, shouldn't I? So he has... so I play my Isolated Chapel, which means I can play nothing to get rid of that, because I can't protect it with negate. Yeah, negates that anyway. That's fine. No attacks. I'll take a hit from this. I will not take a hit from this. I'm going to die very quickly. If I'd have played Vraska on the last turn as well, I'd have had 2 removal spells right now. Take the hit. We've taken all of our board wipe out, which is a stupid idea. He's got 1 mana up. So this has to go. This has to go. Just gonna counter it. Now, I can't do anything here because he will get to do 1 damage every time he draws a card. So I know he can't play this for 1. So if I do anything else, he will just shoot this for another 1. He shoots another 1. This dies, it exiles. That's good. Thank God for that. Attack with this. Lava coil does the trick. We're assuming this is going through, of course, but yeah, that does the trick. Has it been a common matchup today? This is like my third game, and I think 2 of them have been. Is it colours? One of them wasn't Drake's though. It was like some kind of spell-based thing. Galaxy Brain, please! Oh god, no, not Beacon Bolt. No, I don't have my negate matter up. No! He absolutely annihilated that thing. So I have played 2 as a decks technically, but not like, not Drake's as such. Sure. We can actually play Chemisters and protect it if we need to. Play Raggy, play Ragnaros. Just comes out the pitch, out the field. Is it out the pitch? Let's see what I draw. Oh, there's his negate. We'll negate the negate. Get ours to go through. Didn't even realise so many different Izzet decks. Too many good spells in red blue, I suppose. Maybe, I think it's probably just like budget options. We're only in bronze, remember, so like it could be anything. Could see anything. It's got no mana up. Thief of Sanity comes out. Might as well play that. DayC not platinum. No, unfortunately not. Deals 2 damage. Can't really do much. Yeah, can't really do much there, so fine. Yeah, I guess. Oof. Right. We're gonna play Ral, are we? Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah, they get 1 Drake out, it's done, so yeah, pretty much. That was a good draw.
Reckless and unpredictable.
It's a good job we played that Chemist's Insight. It's gonna +1. It's gonna filter.
That's real science.
And I'm going to pray that I can actually get this Vraska's Contempt off. Because he's holding 2 mana up. That might mean he has another negate. No, he's going to play Chartercourse. That's good. He's tapped out. That's great. We can play Vraska's Contempt without any worries. And get rid of Ral. Glacial Fortress comes out. We can play... that's only creature or artifact, so... Let's get rid of this. Not the Valve game, Steve. When I say artifact, not the Valve game. I know that hurts inside.
Sure showed me.
Can't wait to see professional gamer DayC battling out against UK legend Hearthstone veteran Rick the Guy in the final of the Mythic Invitational. You're damn right. You're damn right. So we know he has damage here. This will cause him to discard something and spend 3 of his mana. I probably shouldn't be doing this because he can't. Because I know he can clear it, but my counter spells just appear to be not coming out at the moment. So I have to do something, and I can't really discard either of these. I mean, yeah, basic shit and fire. Okay. I was hoping you would have taken these out. Drake comes out. We can play Hostage Taker next. Hopefully he just burns through the rest of his mana. That'd be pretty cool. Because he must have come across a counter spell. 44. Hot damn! Yeah. It's a big boy. He gives a haste, I'm dead, like, but... There we go, he burns through his mana. That's great. The smart play here is to play Thought Eraser and rip something out of his hand, but I want a big Drake. Yeah, even if you don't have the counters, gotta hold the mana up for mind games. That is a classic move. I'm not sure why he did that, but okay. Oh, he's got two, that's why. He's got the double lava coil! Yeah, Hostage Taker was worth. Good shout, Richard. Good shout. It's difficult to counter when he just goes double lava coil, but hey-ho. That's the game. I'm keeping this in hand so I can discard it with Chemist's Insight. I want to see what else he's got in hand. Give it to me. Give me the card. Ah, yes! River's Rebuke. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna discard this because I know what's on the top, and I want to get it so I can kill this while he only has Beacon Bolt in hand and nothing else, because he's still got other counter spells in there, and now he has. This is kind of risky because I have no idea what's coming out next, but, you know. Sure. It's Shivan Fire! He's played 4 of them? 1, 2. Oh, and he's... Okay, that's the third one. So he plays at least 3. Wow. That's a big card. Play one of these. See what he's got. We know we can at least drag one spell out of his hand, but I just want to see what's in there. It's just a land. It's okay, it's just a land. Get rid of that. What do we get? We need something now. It needs to happen now. So we can get rid of his gazillionth Drake. Just looking for things. We got double land, boys. Oh yeah! After the cards didn't work. That's a shame. Considering we were pretty much like... Didn't see a single counter spell. All of that kind of stuff. Like... It's hard that it's hard to take. Yeah, he had such a steady stream of threats. Yeah, he did. But that's okay. I'm gonna drop to Duress, and I am going to put in Kaya's Wrath, just in case. I'm going to put 1 in, just in case. Because we know he has creatures and he relies on them so heavily. To actually win. Play first. What have we got? Absolutely nothing. That is slightly better, I guess. 2 Chemist's Insight and Teferi is pretty bad. Mortify is okay, but not really like turn 2, prime turn 2 material. That can go at the bottom. So we'll play Hallowed, we'll go, and then we'll go into Isolated in the hopes that we draw into something in the next turn. Herman Lee's streaming. Yeah. But my Twitch chat says Herman Lee visited my channel when I used to play Artifact at one point. So, I don't know whether he actually did or not. But it says he did. Yeah. Opt. I'd rather watch a good guitarist. Wow, Higgy. Wow. Is that you? Are you the good guitarist? Is that what we're saying? Yes. Through the fire and flames on expert difficulty. On medium difficulty. Right, watch this get counted like a bad man. Oh, I can feel it. There's the pause. Here it comes. Oh, it's negated! He's probably got all of the counter spells in there now. Oh, we got another counter spell coming out. Oh, the double negate. Yes. Gotta be an easy copy reaching that blue button. Is the blue the one on the pinky finger? Oh, look at it! Look at these memes. These are some hardcore memes right here. Right, this is coming out straight away because he's got all his mana down, and I don't want him to fucking like meme on me in the next turn with like a third negate or something. Get out, skill. Yeah. Yeah, was the blue button the one at the end with the pinky finger one? It was, wasn't it? He will learn one day that I will never run out of Mortifies. I left no blue mana up there for the bluff. Stupid. Orange is the big boy button. Alright, okay. Goes green, red, yellow, blue, orange. Oh, so you just use green, red, and yellow, just the first three, yeah. Pinky's not strong enough. You need to do pinky weights. Yeah, like some kind of like miniature bite, like curls for your pinkies. I mean, I'm gonna get this out before he does things because, you know, things. Woo-wee! I don't think he has a counter spell. What do we reckon? Negate incoming, yeah. It can only be negate. That's all he can do. Do we go all in into Fairy Thief of Sanity? Of course we do! Oh, we can't, can we? Oh, because I haven't counted properly. DayC and his memes. Alright. Let's do this. That was the problem with that though, wasn't it? I gave him the chance to get a negate, which I shouldn't have done. Be the thief. Negate. Wow, Steve, why are you so homophobic? Come on, man. This is 2019. It's the modern age. Does Niv Mizzet draw a card, draw on any card played, or just on instant sorcery? Just instant sorcery, which is why I wanted to do Teferi, put him back to deck, and then play the creature. What's he got? Oh, come on, here we go. More counter spells? Oh, yes! I love it. But I still have 3 more Teferi left, so it's all good. That's a land. That's an opt. He's running out of steam. This is why blue is the true evil colour. It really is. Yeah. I've absolutely nothing against that. However, I'm not going to risk this next Teferi. I'm going to Chemist's Insight on the end of his turn. Oh, let's do it. What do we get? He's got no counter spell in hand because there's no delay there. It's a land. Oh, yes. But I need some kind of counter spell to do anything with Teferi. Let's just go for it. Big boy plays.
Right on schedule.
Oh god, did I go, 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 go! Next. End turn. We can untap 2. So we'll get these 2 bad boys. And then we're gonna Chemist's Insight at the end of his turn. Duress an empty hand just to flex on him. Yeah. Let me see what you have. No! No, not River's Rebuke! I don't have... I'm 1 mana short of negate mana. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I just have that sitting there. Fine. Fine. Reveals the opt. That was your first mistake. He's digging. He is. Okay, keep the duress. So we're gonna smash it down. Duress straight away. See what he's got off this opt. Probably a second opt, so he can play it with this land. Like pure efficiency. Hey, there's another Teferi. Remind me not to play that one, because you can see the other one. Let's throw a duress out there, see what he's got. Oh, it's a land! Yes! +1.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Still got 34 cards in hand, that's great. Next. On top 2. Flex on that opt. What's he got here? Oh, that's fine, I can deal with that. That's okay. It's all good. Get rid. Exile that bastard I was going to say, but then I started to say bad, so who knows what I'm saying. Oh no, he's got enough mana to flex on it. Get rid. Okay. he threw a land to the bin. Let's see what he's got. Oh, it's another land! The Godlands.
No time for a break.
Oh, we've got counterspell mana up. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. We've got protection. Always use protection. When playing Teferi. Oh, it's the Ionized counterspell.
Hold that thought.
Give me stuff. I end up with 3 kids like me. Rick. Just be proud of your children. Of your offspring. Of your bloodline. So what's your wink on right now? I'm going to loop Teferi until he concedes. Return target creature opponent controls to his hand. Okay, fine. Oh, that's what we're countering. And he hasn't got enough mana for the Ionize. Oh, that was too hasty, that, man. It was too hasty. Boom. Sam Bastion's in bed, is he? Whoop. GG. Yeah, GG, guys. GG. Just in case you don't know, Higgy, the win condition for this deck is Teferi. So the idea is that you, excuse me. The idea is that you counterspell, remove, stabilize, get protection up for Teferi, or get them to no cards in hand, and then get him to 8, -8, or get him to 9 and -8. So that when you, basically what you do is you start drawing cards, and then you start getting rid of all of his permanents. Once his permanents are gone, and you can't play anything, you can then use Teferi's -3 on himself to continuously loop him back into your deck. So eventually, they will draw into enough cards, which they can't play because you've gotten rid of all of their permanents. And you just keep continuously looping the same card until they draw out of their deck, essentially. So it's essentially a mill deck. Like, you are milling them out of their deck, but with a Planeswalker and his abilities. And sometimes you play for Teferi, so sometimes you can just go... I just realised I've got my orange filter on this entire time. There we go. Look at that. I hope that looks better now. I hope. Yeah. So. Yeah. So when I was playing this deck before that guy came in, I've been a Scouse Bird for 2 hours. Yeah, I have. So when I first played the deck, I thought the goal was to just remove all his permanents and then survive, but it isn't. It's to remove all his permanents and then continuously loop Teferi into it. That's why you run 4 Teferi, is so that you can get him to 8. All you have to do is +3 +1 for 3 turns, and then you can just, on the 4th turn, you can -8, drop another Teferi, and then just either keep drawing cards from your deck and pulling stuff out, or you can loop them back in, or whatever it might be. The 4 things is there so you know, have the option to play one early on and absorb some damage, as I did earlier in the night. Or, you know, just do things with it. Thrash. Wow. Okay. Okay. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove that orange thing now that I'm streaming again. So I need to see all of the colours, not just some of the colours. I need to get a pair of gunners like Steve. Just like Steve. Oh, gone to my own page there. Echoing. Right, what time are we? 20 to 9, we can get another game in. I'm going to cut it off at 9, guys. Just as I get back into it, just stagger it a bit, make sure I don't get burnt out. Need to win 20 minutes. It took me about like 3 times as long as that just to start the game with this deck. Four lands, stuff to play. We don't know what kind of deck he's playing, so we'll assume he's got creatures. Let's keep it. Moment of craving for that early game goodness. And we have an isolated chapel which can come out untapped if needed. So we will play the Watery Grave first, and then we can play isolated chapel should anything else come down, which it doesn't. So we'll play Godless Shrine here. Maybe I should have played Watery Grave actually. Played a second Watery Grave, got the second blue out. That's okay. We have negate mana. Rick says, could have 4 best of 3 if you're playing Higgy's Red Deck Wins. Yeah, I could. But then I'd have to play Red Deck Wins and to be that guy. So, you know, I'm the other guy. I'm the guy that doesn't like having fun. it's like you put a 5-turn clock on yourself from the first turn. Me and Dave are the yin and yang. I think it's yin and yang, isn't it? Is it not yin and yang? What is going on? What is he doing? What is this deck? It's Boros, isn't it? It's no, it's Rakdos. Rakdos colours. Slow rolling with the red-black, exactly. Like, what is going on? What does this do? Oh, it's just a 1/1 death touch. Kill it. Angarath? What's Angarath? I've never heard of that deck in my life. Let me have a look. Angarath. MTG. Oh, that Planeswalker. Yeah. Gains control of creatures and does stuff. That's not happening. I don't know what that is, but it's not happening. Is that his name? Angrath is correct, yeah. Angrath. A-N-G-R-A-T-H. The Flame Chained. He's a Planeswalker. Okay, stuff happened while I was alt-tabbed. I think I've still counted this, which, whatever it was, it didn't look good. It had lots of text on it. Each opponent must attack you or a planeswalking control of at least one creature each. With at least one creature each combat if able. At the beginning of your end step, create a colourless token. Oh, so it's like infinite generation for tokens. Right. Okay. He got his land, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah. Okay. We got stuff. We got stuff to do. I only know. He says I only know Rakdos aggro, and if this is it, he's not doing it right. Yeah, this isn't Rakdos aggro. No. Ugh. I guess if I kill this and it still exiles, does it stay exiled? I think it does, doesn't it? Let's resolve, see what he does. It is a bastard of a card, but if I kill it, I get the card back, right? But I think if I kill it before the ability goes off, it exiles and it stays exiled. I think. I can't remember how that works in regards to the stack. I mean, that was an excellent choice because that's exactly what I wanted to do this turn. So he's put me back a turn on this. What's he got in hand that can be played at instant speed that is actually going to help him here? I don't think there's anything. Not that I know of, anyway. Oh, he's just going to sacrifice treasure and draw things, okay. Flying and card stealing. That could be your full-time job, Higgy. Get yourself a little paraglider. Or a hot air balloon. I'm going to play Thought Erasure so that I can hurt him. To cause maximum pain. That's going to the bin because I hate that thing. That's going to the bin because I do not need a planes. It's paraglide. Yeah, save me some petrol. Just paraglide over the Mersey. Yeah. Steve says, DayC smurfing in bronze. I'm trying. I'm just getting back into it. So, we'll see what happens. He's played his Revel in Riches card. I can get rid of that. I might get rid of that, actually. That seems like a good use of Mortify. Oh, he's drawing cards. I think we ditch it now. Just so he doesn't have any tricks up his sleeves. Get rid of it. See what he does. Boom. Gone. Last part of it at the beginning. Okay, if you control 10 or more treasures, you win the game. Yes. Yeah. It's a cool, like, sort of off-meta card, you could call it, I guess. Very off-meta. But if you build a deck around this kind of thing, then you're good to go, aren't you? It's the Rekindling Phoenix. Yeah, I was going to do Chemist's Insight, but I think I'll just ditch it with Vraska's Resolve, to be honest. He can actually Lightning Strike it himself. I'll risk it. Yeah, I'll risk it. Let's see. Let's see where he goes with this. See if he's clever enough to realise that he can shock it himself. He's not. Okay, that's good. Here we go. We'll play an island. Just so we got a little bit more land out. Never mind. To be fair, like, we are in bronze. Like, that's a fairly advanced, like, sequencing trick, is to kill your own stuff. Yeah, do I want to do this? Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Get this into the bin so that we can use it again. What's he gonna take? I bet he takes Cry. I bet he takes Cry. There you go. I knew he'd take Cry. Because it means I have to waste the Kaya's Wrath on this now. Oh man. That's funny. Higgy says it's simple for an intellectual such as myself. Yes, Higgy. With your incredible intellectual brain power. But he's just made my Kaya's Wrath more worth it now. I actually have a reason to play Kaya's Wrath. Although this would have been better because this exiles, and that's got Afterlife. That's why he took it. One, 2, 3, 4. That leaves me 2 up. Kill them all. You'll get a ghost, but that's fine. I can deal with a ghost. So he did incredibly well there to pick out Cry of the Canarium. I feel like it was an obvious choice, but he still did really well because obviously he knew that he had the Afterlife card and I didn't at the time. I thought he was just doing it to troll me, but there was actually like a deeper play behind that. How was this only the first game? Oh my goodness. Whew. More birds. More birds. Oh my god, Teferi, this is not the time, dude. God damn. Beginning of your upcoat, sacrifice it. So I can't do it on his turn. Sorry, on my turn without risking it. I'm going to take a hit. I'm going to take a hit. I'm going to Chemist's Insight, sack the land, see what I get on the next turn. Because ideally, I wanted to Cry the Canarium and play just some like cheap removal spell on Phoenix to finish it off, which will then allow it to hit the graveyard and it will still trigger the effect of Cry and exile it. What am I doing? Very good, down to 18. It's not too bad. 40 cards in decks. It's been a pretty slow game, even by my standards. Discard the island. See what we get. Okay. I think the Mortify does the trick. And he can't shock his own bird this time because it's been hit by Cry. So, as long as it hits the graveyard, it gets exiled. No counter spell mana up, but we still got our board wipe. Plenty of cards left in deck. I love the symbol for Death Touch. The little flaming skull head snake combo. Okay. Let's see what he's got in hand first. Vraska's Contempt can go in the bin. Let's keep that in hand. And let's play a Teferi. Death Touch doesn't affect Planeswalkers, as far as I know. Assuming I haven't missed any rule changes.
I know my responsibility.
I'm just going to draw a card, because this one doesn't really bother me too much. I can get rid of this shortly. Death Touch hitting Planeswalkers would be stupid. Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
We need to move quickly.
And then we can play our land. That gives us one land up. And then we can put up a white and a blue, and that gives us our absorb mana. Here's our white, here's our second blue. Multi-dimensional plays, multiversal plays to set up the lands. Yep, that's fine. Takes him to 1. That's okay. Can deal with that. Oh, look at that! Perfect. You can just throw this out, counter it, gain 3 life, go above 20 again, and just get rid of the win cons. Okay, there's our single target removal. We can start building Teferi back up.
Keep up the pace.
Teferi number 3. Ideally we want to get this to 3. Get this to 3, send this back to deck, drop another Teferi, +1 it up to 5, because otherwise we're going to take forever getting up the ranks with this. Rick the Guy says, Rick the Guy, like I don't know you. Rick says the new uncommon Vraska spawns those assassins that are 1/1 and have essentially a death touch for Planeswalker. That's pretty cool, but I guess they were always going to go into that inevitably, weren't they? Because of the amount of Planeswalkers that are actually in this new set. Okay, so we will mortify this and just dump it in the bin. This is Ultra Instinct control at its purest. Let's see what we get off the top.
Hurry!
I'm more of a limit breaker kind of guy, mate. We'll drop Swamp. We don't need it. Play Thought Erasure and get rid of that. Well, I mean, we're never going to play a creature, are we? So we'll hold Thought Erasure for now. And then we'll use this, I think, because I kind of want to just get rid of this now. I've invested. Oh, I had Afterlife. I missed that. I missed the Afterlife. Have we used... How many Teferis have we used? This is the first? This is the first. Let's do this. I've messed this up massively, though.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
But we all know that tokens go to the bin.
You need to slow down.
So the idea here for me is just to slow him down a bit.
Only time.
That's fine.
This isn't a fight. You know what? I'm not done yet.
He's not done yet. Did you know? He didn't seem too pleased at that third Teferi. Pretty hard. But he might have another Rasca's Contempt. I think I dumped one in the bin earlier. One. Yeah, just the one. So he might have another. Should we see what he has in hand? Better to land. Oh, it's double cast down. Yes. Right, put the land in the bin. Don't need that. And we have negates to counter spells, so all is good. All is right with the world. There we go. Most people don't play much longer after they've run out of steam. So what was he? I don't even know what he was. We saw lots of like smaller creatures, right? So I want to keep all of my board wipes in, ideally. We still saw... I think my deck's just fine, really, for this. GG. Okay, I'm gonna stick with the deck. I think it's fine for this matchup. There's nothing in particular in my Phoenix 87. I used to know somebody who spelled their name Phoenix with a 3. Wonder if it's the same guy. Went to uni with them. Sure, I went to uni with them. That'd be weird. Will it load? It will. Round 2. Murder Catacomb, Watery Grave, and a Thought Erasure to start with. Double Teferi, but yeah. Should we keep it? Let's keep it. I think we should. We just need a white source then to play this Mortify, or just a white source to play this Absorb. And we've lowered our... Oh, sure, yeah. Okay. Well, there goes the Teferi. I might get rid of Thought Erasure if he's got more than one Duress, actually. If he plays this smart and he's got more than one, he might get a Thought Erasure. Yeah, he went for it. So that means he's got more than one Duress, more than likely. So we might just see another one come out now. Oh, he's got the freeboot. Of course he has. Of course he has. Yeah. Yeah. Takes the cast down, of course, because he's trying to slow me down as best he can. Knows all but one of my cards. I should have predicted this a little bit, really. Okay, take the 1 damage. What else have we got? Nothing. We're a bit land stuck here, really. What a bastard, man. Oh, he's played a land on every turn as well. He's going to be rolling in it now. As soon as he plays a card that's actually... Oh, yes. Come on. Give me that negate. That sweet, sweet negate. All that build-up. All that build-up. Third mana wouldn't go amiss. There we go. What else has he got? You gonna attack? He is. Get him with the Mortify. Get our cast down back. Which is good. Keep that in hand for other things. Oh, it's the dragon. Okay, fine. Deals 5 damage to my face. Glacial Fortress comes out. Sure. Yeah, he's going to play something in his second turn, but I kind of have to do this, otherwise he hits me for 5 and he starts to win, which I really don't want. Phoenix, unfortunately. Put him in the bin. Gets his egg. Is that an egg? What even is that? Oh, it's like a totem. Revel in riches. I think he might have known I was going to do that. He might know I'm going to do this as well, but you know, got to get rid of that thing. So he's managing to, because he had a faster start than me, or just even a slightly more effective start, he's managing to weave all his other cards into the mix now. Pull one off the top. see all that nice damage come out. Oof, there it is. Gets exiled.
that's how it
Cool.
was meant to
Fine.
Hold that thought.
Sure. Kind of running out of options here, really. I guess we see what he's got. I can go with a bin, that's good. That'll do off the top. Can wait another turn for that. And we'll play another island. So we've got an absorb, we've got a negate. Managed to get rid of the Playcrafters. It's not all bad, we've got some positives going on here. Enforcer deals damage for 1. Also has Afterlife as well, so... I don't want to be too hasty. I'd quite like another land to protect this. Let's see, let's hold some stuff up. Let's go into the next turn, see what happens. I'm just going to take the 1 damage and see if he's got anything else that he wants to play. Throw this out at the end of his turn. Gets his Afterlife. Still need another land. Need another land. Oh, I don't need another land because I can untap 2. Can untap 2 if it's +1. I was thinking about -3 in it and getting this Revel and Riches off the field, but I don't need to. I could just do +1.
You'll thank me later.
Ah, he might have. The problem is he did that last time.
Let's skip
Yeah.
to the good part.
That works though. Because it's still on 1. Still on 1.
Too old for this.
What else has he got? Get too old for this.
Keep up the pace.
Get rid of that. And then I can untap 2. Still got counter spell mana. I think that probably deserves a counter spell because I don't really want to use a Vraska's Contempt on that. Oh, that would have been nice last time.
We need to move quickly.
How many cards left? 36? Plenty. We're starting to get some semblance of control now, which is good. Oh yeah, what does that do when it comes down? Trying to discards a card and loses 2 life. I think I'd probably just negate that. even though Vraska's hits it, I'd rather just negate it so he doesn't get to do that. I don't really want to discard any of my cards. They're all, you know, good cards.
No time for a break.
And that's what we use the Vraska's Contempt for.
Hold that thought.
And he goes. Here we go. No more tempo. All that's left to do is wait until I ferry him into the ground. GG. So that takes us up to Bronze 1. So we've got up two divisions in a night. Done pretty well. Deck's pretty stable. Making some smart plays. Good start to the season. I think probably Saturday I'll do like a big push on it. Really get some like hours in the afternoon of Saturday into the evening. But we'll see. Just depends how kind of like worn out I am by the end of the week, really. But I'm going to cut it off there, guys. Thank you everyone that came out and watched the stream and supported. Thanks to the guys in the chat. Higgy says, really enjoyed the stream. Nice to see you back. Thanks, Higgy. Rick says, GGG. Shireen says, GG. Thank you very much for sticking around, guys. And Steve and Chippy, if you're still around as well. Thanks for coming out and chatting in the stream. I will speak to you guys probably tomorrow night. We'll jump on tomorrow night. We'll do some more games. Same time, around 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock till 9 is usually a good time for me. So I will see you there. I hope you join me.